Hi friends, welcome to KMET GATES Education. So this is the question from electrical machines. The topic is transformer. Here the question given, the two winding transformer and the auto transformer of the circuit is shown and they are ideal transformer. He asks the current in the section BC of the auto transformer. So this is a two winding transformer. This is two winding transformer and this is auto transformer. Okay, so they are mixed and he asked the question, the current in the section BC of the. So we know the basics of the transformer, that transformer is step up and step down. You have step up transformer and step down transformer, whether it is a two winding transformer or auto transformer. Suppose if I have input voltage is V1, output voltage is V2, and input current is I1 and output current is I2. Okay, for step up V1 should be less than V2, I1 is greater than I2. We know very well about that. Suppose voltage is less means current will be high, current is high means voltage is less. Okay, so this we know that. For step down transformer, V1 greater than V2, I1 less than I2. Suppose if I consider step up auto transformer, let us consider, I am considering step up auto transformer. Okay, and this is the point A and this is point B and this is point C. Let I am applying voltage V1, I am getting voltage V2. The current I1 is entering here and I2 is leaving here. I have N1 turns here, N1 turns here, and I have N2 turns here. Okay, you can observe here, let I2 is leaving, so the direction of the I2 is like this, the direction of I2 is like this. So here I1 is entering, so how this I1 is going? So the I1 is flow like this, so I2 is leaving. So the current in this section winding, how will be the representation, whether it is downwards or upwards? This we know, then the matter is over. The current in this winding, whether it is a downwards or upwards, you can see here, you can clearly observe I1 is flowing like this, I2 is coming like this and flowing upwards, I2 is coming like this and flowing upwards. But here you can see here, for step up transformer, I2 is less than I1, that means I1 is greater than I2. So the I1 current is flowing like this and I2 current is flowing like this, so resultant current flowing upwards, so I1 minus I2, resultant current is flowing downwards because I1 is greater than I2. So I1, the which current is greater, that current direction will that current direction in that section. Okay, so I1 minus I2 current flowing in that winding section, but the direction current is downwards. So hope you understand. Let's see here clearly. This is a step up transformer. Okay, this is step up transformer. I am taking load, then you get clear idea. So I am taking load. Okay, so this is V1 voltage I am giving, and this is voltage V2 and the current I2 here. Let I have a current I1. Okay, so I want to find the direction of the current in this winding section. So this is a step up transformer, V1 greater than V1 less than V2, that implies I1 greater than I2. Okay, so the I1 current is dominating I2, so the direction of the I2 is like this, the direction of the I1 is like this. So here I1 current is flowing like this and I2 current is flowing like this. So resultant current is I1 minus I2 is flowing in that common winding. The resultant current I1 minus I2 is flowing in that common winding, but the direction is downwards. The direction is downwards because I1 is dominating I2. I1 is dominating I2. So resultant current of I1 minus I2 going downwards. So which current dominating having the direction, that current will flow in that direction. The resultant current will flow in that winding. In that winding, the resultant current flowing in such a way that which current is dominating, the high current, that current direction we will take. Okay. Similarly, if you see step down transformer, let's see here step down transformer. Let I1 is like this. Let current I2 here entering. For example, here I1 is coming here. So V1 greater than V2. V1 greater than V2. So I1 is less than I2. So you can see here. Let's take I2. Okay. So I2 is going like this. I1 is, let's take I1 direction is like this. So I1 is going like this. So the direction of this common winding section is downwards. That is resultant current is I2 minus I1 current is flowing in this common winding. So this we require to solve the problem. Let's see here. Here turns N1 is 200 is given. Here 100 is given. Supply voltage is, I know 10 amperes here. I can find easily this current. What is that current? I1 by I2. Apply transformation ratio. I1 by I2 equal to N2 by N1. Okay, so I2 equal to I1 is 10, N1 is 200, N2 is 100. So you get 20 amperes. So here 20 amperes is flowing. So you see that it is a step down or step up transformer. It is a step up transformer. Okay, so step up transformer, V1 less than V2. This is supply voltage. This is V1 and this is V2. V1 less than V2. That implies I1 greater than I2. So this current is greater than, let I2 is flowing like this. This current is greater than like this. Okay, greater than I2. So resultant current is of I1 minus I2 in this direction, because the 20 amperes current go like this. So I1 is dominating, then I2. Okay, so let here. So here 20 amperes is flowing here. Let we know very well that this current like this. If this current is like this, this current should be like this. Let this current will be IAB. Let this current will be IBC. So 20 amperes. Let this current is I1. Let this current I1 equal to 20 amperes. Okay. Let this current is 20 amperes. So from this, apply KCL there. What is KCL? I1 equal to IAB plus IBC. IAB plus IBC. Okay. So I want IBC current. So we know that MMF balance. In auto transformer, NAB into IAB, into, what is MMF balance? NAB into IAB equal to NBC into IBC. So this is the MMF balance. NAB into IAB equal to NBC into IBC. Okay, so from this, what is IBC? IBC equal to NAB by NBC into IAB. So NAB, number of turns of AB is how much? 30. Number of terms of BC is 20. So 30 by 20. Okay, so you get 30 by 20 into IAB, 3 by 2 IAB, 3 by 2 IAB. And I know that I1 equal to, from the circuit diagram, I1 equal to IAB plus IBC. I1 is how much? 20 amperes. I1 is how much? 20 amperes. IAB is how much? I don't know. So I require IBC current. So from this IAB equal to 2/3 of IBC. So IAB equal to 2/3 of IBC plus IBC. So I can write this as IBC into 5 by 3. So IBC equal to 12 amperes. IBC equal to 12 amperes. So here only one confusion will be come into picture, that sir, why you take the current direction like this downwards? Okay, so why you take like this? So for that purpose I explained that step up transformer and step down transformer, and you can easily understand that. So this is very important question. You can expect in TRB Polytechnic lecture 2 marks, and you can expect in GATE 1 mark question also. Let's see another question. So let's see the next question here. It is an auto transformer given, and the value of the resistance RA and reactance is given for that. He asked that find the total resistance referred through the primary HV side. Okay, and similarly what is the leakage reactance referred to the primary side. Okay, so this is the question. So the auto transformer of 400 by 300 volts, 400 by 300, 4 kVA. So before going to solve this, let you have some idea about that. If this is a step up auto transformer or step down auto transformer, whatever may be, this is the voltage of V1, and you have voltage V2, A, B, C, and here you have N1 turns, here you have N2 turns. Let current I1 here, current I2 here. I am converting this auto transformer to the 2-winding transformer. So you can know, you know that transformer action turn between the winding AB and winding BC. Okay, so transformer action is done between winding AB and winding BC. So not only the transformer action, conduction action also takes place. So leave that. So meanwhile you know that. So I want I am converting this auto transformer to the 2-winding transformer, similar to that. Okay, so clearly observe that this winding AB is 1 winding, primary winding, and winding BC. So winding BC is secondary winding. So I am converting this auto transformer to the 2-winding transformer. Okay, so this winding part, winding AB, this represent this, and winding BC part, it represent this. Okay, now here you clearly observe winding AB has a voltage of V1 minus V2. Winding AB has a turns of N1 minus N2. Okay, so winding AB has a turns of N1 minus N2. Winding BC has a voltage of V2. Winding BC has a current turns of N2. Okay, so winding AB has a voltage of V1, whatever the voltage, total voltage minus V2, you get this voltage, and N total turns N1, I am removing N2, I will get the turns of AB. Okay, similarly I have voltage V2 and N2. So current here is I1. So current entering through this winding is I1. Current entering through this winding is I1. So what is the current in this winding? I already said that this is a step down transformer. I already said that this is a step down transformer. So this is a voltage V1 and this is a voltage V2. I have a current like this and I have a current like this. So what I said that from previous question, V1 greater than V2 is a step down transformer, I1 less than I2. So how will be the direction of the current I2? It looks like this. Okay, it look like this. Direction of the current I1 is like this. So I1 is flowing like this. So resultant current of I2 minus I1 is flowing like this. So the resultant current in upward direction, because I2 is dominating here. So I2 direction is like this. So I2 minus I current is like this. So here I2 minus I1 current is flowing from C to B. From where to C to B? So current is flowing like this, C to B. So I1 flow current is flowing like this. Okay, so now this is look like a two winding transformer. I have a primary voltage and secondary voltage, primary turns and secondary turns, and primary current, secondary current. See what we know from two winding transformer. First of all, we see from two winding transformer, this is a two winding transformer, you are familiar with that. So I have V1 and N1 and I1 and V2 and N2 I2 here. So I know transformation ratio V2 by V1 equal to N2 by N1 equal to I1 by I2, and I know that if I have a resistance R1 here, if I have a resistance R2 here, what I do, if I transfer secondary resistance to the primary, what I do here, R2 dash, if I transferring secondary resistance to primary, secondary resistance with refer to primary, I will get K into R2 by K square. When I transfer secondary resistance to the primary, I will divide by transformation ratio square. Similarly, if I transfer R1 to primary to secondary, so I will get R1 dash, that equal to K square into R1. So I multiplying by transformation ratio square when I refer to the secondary. Okay, so what is the K here? This is the K. What is the K here? This is the K. Right. Now see here. So now what is the transformation ratio for this transformer? So transformation ratio is, what is the transformation ratio? K equal to N2 by N1. So N2 by N1 minus N2, N1 minus N2, and V2 by V1 minus V2, and I1 by I2 minus I1. So this is the transformation ratio. Okay, let's see here. This is the question given. 400 by, so this is of 400 and this is of 300. Okay, now I am converting into the two winding transformer. If I know the transformation ratio, then I can transfer easily. Okay, so primary of 400 and this is of 300. Okay, 400 minus 300, how much volts is there? So this is of 100 volts primary. How much is secondary? This is of 300 volts. Right. Anything I want required here? Let's take turns ratio. So this turns NAB is a 50 turns ratio and this is of 150. Okay, 50 150, and I have a current I1 here and I have a current I2 minus I1 here. So I want he asked find the total resistance, refer to the primary. So total resistance RO1 equal to R1 plus R2 dash. So R1 plus R2 dash equal to R2 by K square. So what is R1 here? RAB is 1. R2 how much? RBC is 3 ohms. K square. K is how much? V2 by V1. 300 by 100. 300 by 100 how much? 300 by 100 square, that equal to 1 plus 3 by 9. So 9 ones 9 plus 3 12 by 9. 3 3s 3 4s. So you get 1.333 something. Similarly you find the reactance. So very simple. Okay, very simple. Simply, whether it is a step down or step up, simply convert into the two winding transformer. Find the transformation ratios. Find the transformation, that is the primary turns how much, secondary turns how much, primary current how much, secondary current how much, primary voltage how much, secondary voltage how much. Then find the equivalent resistance. This is very simple. Let's see the next question. Here the next question is also a he asked that current drawn from the supply. And what is the supply voltage? 400 volt. So this is auto transformer, ideal auto transformer. The supply voltage is 400 volts. Okay, let I reconstruct this diagram. Let I reconstruct this diagram. Let I reconstruct clearly, then you get understand this. Okay, so I reconstructed this A, and this is point D, and I have a point C, and I have a point B. I have 60 ohms here, and I have a 60 ohms here, and I have 20 ohms here. So looking at this picture, you can get an idea that it is a step down transformer. For step down transformer, let this is a voltage V1, and let current I1. Here current I2 is flowing. Here I3 is flowing. So definitely V1 greater than V2, I1 less than I2, I1 less than I3. So I have voltage, let V1 greater than V3. So let's see here, this is of V2 and this is of V3, right? So you know that concept very well. So from this, let apply KCL at this point D. I will get current I1 minus I2 here. Let apply KCL at C. I will get I1 minus I2 minus I3. I1 minus I2 minus I3. So you see here clearly, actually this is a step down transformer. If you see here, this is actually step down transformer. Current I1 is flowing like this. Forget about this 20 ohms. So this I2 is flowing like this. Which one is dominating? I1 is dominating or I2 is dominating? I2 is dominating. Resultant I2 minus I1 current. So this I2 minus, so from whatever I said that, so I2 minus I1 current flow in this direction. So result in current of I2 minus I1. So apply MMF balance to this winding section AD and winding section DC. So MMF balance, if you apply winding section AD and winding section DC, what happens? N1 I1, that is NAD I1 equal to N, whatever I said that. So NDC into I2 minus I1. I2 minus I1. So I can write this also. I will take to this side NAD I1 minus NDC into I2 minus I1. I can write this. So finally I can write this NAD I1 plus NDC into I1 minus I2. Okay, so equal to 0. So I am applying MMF balance to this. So NAD current into NAD plus current into NDC plus current into NBC equal to 0. Current into N turns in AD, current in DC and current in BC. Current in AD, current in DC, current in BC. Okay, so now apply MMF balance here. So what is current I1 into NAD? So NAD is how much? You can see here. Total NAB is 100. NAB is 100. NBC is 60. This is 60. NDB is this is of NDB is of 80. So if it is 80 means this is of 100. So NAD is 20. So this is 20, 60, 80. This is of 20. Okay, so NDC is 20 turns. So I1 into NAB, that equal to how much? 20 turns plus NDC. So NDC how much? 20 into I1 minus I2 plus NBC how much? 60. I1 minus I2 minus I3 equal to 0. So I can write this way also. Okay, so MMF balance, or I can write this as N1. Similarly, what you applied N1, if you have a 3 winding transformer, 3 windings on a single phase transformer, N1 I1 equal to N2 I2 plus N3 I3. Similarly that here. Okay, so here 2 windings is there, 2 windings is there separately, 2 windings is there. So N1 I1 equal to N2 I2 plus N3 I3, or I can write this as N1 I1 minus N2 I2 minus N3 I3 equal to 0. So this is the MMF balance I am writing. Similar here. Okay, so I write this as 20 plus 60 into I1 minus 80 I2 minus 60 I3 equal to 0. 60 plus 20, 80, 20, 100 I1 minus 80 I2 minus 60 I3 equal to 0. So I1 equal to, he asked the supply current, so 80 I2 plus 60 I3 by I1, so 100. So now I want to find I2. Now I want to find the I2. How can I get? So I know that I2 equal to what I said here. This is V2. Okay, so I2 equal to V2 by 60. V2 by V1 equal to NDC, sorry, N2 by N1. V2 by V2 V1 equal to N2 by N1. So what is V2 here? N2 is how much? So across BD across BD is 80, across AB is 60 into V1 is 400. So from this I get V2 equal to 80 by 60 into 400. What is I2? So I2 equal to 80 by 60 into 400 divided by R2, 60. Substitute in that. Similarly I3 equal to V3 by V1 equal to N3 by N1. N3 is how much? N3 is 60, N1 is 100, V1 is 400. So apply I3 equal to V3 by 20. Substitute in that and add that, you get the answer, and put the answer in the comment box. Hope you understand that. Simply it is nothing but a, if you very familiar with, suppose simply it is a single phase transformer having a 3 winding. Suppose I have a single phase transformer having 3 windings here, 3 windings on a single phase transformer. Suppose if I have a supply voltage V1 and I1, so it produces a flux. Okay, similarly it has a V2 I2, it produces a flux opposite to that, phi 2. Similarly it produces V3 I3, it produces a flux phi 3 opposite. So you have N1 I1 MMF balance equal to N2 I2 plus N3 I3. So similarly here it is a 3 windings on a single phase transformer. Okay, so MMF balance N1 I1, I can write N2 I2 minus N3 I3. So if I take I2 as a negative, I taken in this direction. If I take reference normal direction, it will get plus I2. Okay, so here the current direction is very important in auto transformer. Hope you can solve the problems very easily by these questions. Okay, thank you.